up to her in Germany?
My name is Matt Kane. I'm the Director of Entertainment Media at Glaad, which is the nation's leading LGBT advocacy group for the media. And our new report, the Studio Responsibility Index, is our quantitative and qualitative look at what mainstream Hollywood thinks of LGBT people and the depictions of us that it puts out.
Leave him alone. You belong with me.
I don't want that.
This year, the Studio Responsibility Index found that while there have been some small improvements in depictions of LGBT people in Hollywood, we're still seeing a lot of the same old stereotypical and very minor, inconsequential depictions that we've seen in past years. I think one of the most surprising depictions we saw this year in a film was the character Viceroy Hagup in the film Exodus: Gods and Kings from director Ridley Scott, who is a throwback to the old days where being gay was usually equated with being the villain in a film. This character is duplicitous, he's lazy, he basically exemplifies every possible sin you could possibly imagine, and he also displays some desire towards the Christian Bale character. So equating all these things together is a very outdated way of depicting a gay person. One great movie we saw this year, which was actually the only film that we tracked in this report coming from a mainstream studio that we also nominated for a Glaad Media Award, was the comedy Tammy, which depicted a lesbian couple in the later third of the film that are very much an organic part of the world. They're fully realized characters, they have a place in the story, they have a point for being there, and they're entertaining as well.
The Imitation Game.
The film The Imitation Game was actually not one of the films that we tracked in the report because it was released by the Weinstein Company, which is not one of the big 7 studios that we're looking at. However, I think it's a real wake-up call for a lot of studio executives to see a movie that is about a gay mathematician in World War II make over $200 million at the worldwide box office, get incredible critical acclaim, and be described by critics as a crowd pleaser. We hope that the example this film is setting is going to be something that more people will pay attention to when they're considering maybe inclusivity is not the worst idea when it comes to making films.